Hi, my name's Denise McCabe and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator on the Central Coast, and this is my Facebook Live on a Wednesday evening. Now, I'm just going to find you over here on my laptop, if I can, without disrupting anything. And turn the volume down. There we go. Okay. So yeah, welcome. This is my second Wednesday evening to do a Facebook Live, and I hope I get a couple of people dropping on. Oh, hi Deb Field, looks like you're watching. Tonight I'm going to play with the Fitting Florets, or the Framed Florets suite of products. It's available now until the 4th of January. And hi Lorraine. And some of it is only while supplies last, but the Framed Florets stamp set and the Framed Florets dies are going to carry over into the next mini catalogue. So without further ado, I shall put my phone up into the holder. Hopefully I won't drop the phone. I'm yet to master my OBS streaming broadcasting thingo. I think I said last week, I think I need to get the blue internet cable instead of doing it Wi-Fi, and I also need to get a little microphone because I'm finding that my sound's not so great. So I'm still looking into those things, and Mark is going to be put to work to try and solve the internet issue. But in the meantime, hopefully I won't drop the phone and I'll put it up into the holder. So let's just do that. And I'll turn it around so you don't look at my ceiling. There we go. I'll just move my stand forward and I'll turn my lamp on. That's looking not too bad, I think. Let's just maybe zoom in a little bit. There's a bit of a delay on my laptop, so I just want to make sure that that's right. That looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. Okay, so this is the Fitting Florets suite of products. It became available on the 1st of November, and you've got 2 stamp sets. So this bundle, the Framed Florets bundle, is what's carrying over into the next mini catalogue in January. The gold adhesive back swirls, the Framed and Festive stamp set, and this gorgeous designer series paper is for a limited time only. So that's only while supplies last. I don't think anything is unavailable. I should have checked that before I jumped on tonight, but that's okay, I didn't. I know the gold swirls have sold out in the US, but that's not us, so that's okay. So this is the suite I'm going to play with tonight. I'm going to say today. I'm not used to doing it at night time. So these are the beautiful gold swirls. So I made these cards this afternoon, and that's one's using the paper. I hadn't used the oval with the hearts to cut out, so I wanted to do that. So I made these 2, and Mark came home from work and I said, which one for tonight? And he said this one. So that's what we're going with. So if you prefer this one, blame Mark. So I have my A5 piece of cardstock in soft succulent, already pre-cut, and I shall just get that all nicely scored. And then I have a layer of Evening Evergreen, which is 10 centimeters by 14.4, and then I've got a layer of the basic white, which is 9.5 centimeters by 13.9. So I will just get my emboss machine, and because we've got to cut that out. Actually, I won't do that yet. I'll stamp this and we'll sort that out first. Then I only have to bring my cut emboss machine in once. So these flowers are from the Framed Florets, the bundle. So I'm going to get those out and put them on a block. And I'm going to show you a few little colouring in techniques that I had forgotten about. So let's just put the card here, open up Evening Evergreen, and I've re-inked my Evening Evergreen, so I shall get a nice I shall get a nice image. Let's see. It might be too nice. No, that's fine. I'll go with that. I'm happy. So I'll get my chamois and clean it off. Whoops. And I'm going to get a blending brush. And I'm just going to bring the ink that we've stamped, the Evening Evergreen ink, up with the blending brush. Now, the blending brush is fine to do this as long as you don't go over repeatedly on the basic white cardstock. Because if you do that, the cardstock will ball up and go yucky. So just thought I'd share that. So this is just putting a little bit of soft colour into the leaves. And I'm not using any other ink. I'm just using the ink that we've got here, from the stamped image. So don't go back and go over and over things, because that's when you'll have problems with the basic white. So these blending brushes are great. They come in a pack of 3, I believe. Let's have a look. I've still got that tickle in my throat that hasn't gone away. So let me just find the accessories. Here we go. Number 8. Blender pens. That's what they're called, blender pens. Yep, 3 dual tip pens filled with specialised solution for easier blending. Used with basic white cardstock, shimmery white cardstock, and classic stamping ink. So you get 3 in a pack, and they're $21. They are a really good thing to have in your stash. Okay, the other thing I forgot to get are my watercolour pencils. Now we had these demonstrated on stage when we were on stage the other weekend, and I had forgotten all about our watercolour pencils. So I'm just going to very roughly, now this is real red, very roughly colour here on the flower. And you'll probably think that is kindergarten colouring. And yes, it is kindergarten colouring. But you don't need to be too precise with the watercolour pencils, because I shall show you why. So once again, get your blending brush. No, is that what it's called? Not a brush, blender pen. That's what it's called. And then you just spread, because it's got the solution in the pen, you can spread the watercolour pencil quite easily, and you're not going over it too much, so you don't risk ruining the cardstock and balling up the cardstock. And you're just blending the pencil colouring that you've done, making it a little bit nicer than the kindergarten colouring. I have got a bit of red there, but we'll go back and fix that in a minute. So with my real red pencil again, I'm just really roughly colouring. It's funny how you get these products and you put them on your shelf and then you forget all about them. So I'm really not paying a lot of attention to what I'm doing with the colouring of the pencil, but then with the brush, that's when the pen, I keep calling it a brush. That's when you come back in and pay a bit more attention and go up to the lines. So with the watercolor pencils, you actually are getting a little bit more of a muted color than you would with the Stampin' Blends or the Stampin' Write markers. It's not quite as sort of heavy, if that makes sense. I'll just clean, excuse me, you just clean it off like that. Now I'm going to get my Daffodil Delight pencil, which is very short and stubby, because I think it's got a broken lead all the way through it. And every time I sharpen it, it just keeps breaking. There we go. And if you really wanted to go over your leaves, you could, but I'm happy with that, and I'm going to leave it with that. Put my watercolor pencils away for another day. Okay, so now I'm going, I don't think I need that stamp. Yes, I do. I do. I do. I don't need that one anymore. So I can put that one away. Say hi if you're watching. This is my new Wednesday night Facebook Live. Trying to see if it captures a few more people than my daytime one. Okay, so I've got that ready to go, but I'm going to bring my cut emboss machine in because I want to cut my heart oval. So the heart oval in this pack, as you can see, doesn't cut a frame, like it doesn't cut the inside or anything like that, but that's okay. I'm happy to work with that. Hi Anita, where are you from? Nice to have you on here. Okay, so I'll just bring my cut emboss machine in. And I'll stand up. So I just want to put this on straight, same distance top and bottom and on the sides, so it just fits nicely. Horsham in Victoria. Oh, nice. Thanks for joining. I'm just going to wind this through. Now you do get a whole lot of little hearts popping out. And you could keep them for a shaker card. I'm not going to keep them. I know I kept all the diamonds from the cracker die the other day. But yeah, I don't think I need all those little hearts. That's okay. I'm good. And I'll put this back here. So that's the heart die. And now I've got to cut out my little flower. And find my flower die. Here it is. So just lay that over and line it up. And I've got this special tape that's kind of like washi tape. Let me have a look and tell you what it is. It's called Post-it Labelling and Cover-Up Tape. Now, it's 3M. I ordered it online. I can't remember where I ordered it from, but I couldn't find it in Officeworks, so I had to order it online. And it doesn't tear your cardstock. Well, now I've said that, you watch it, it probably will tonight. But it's really good. If you need to know where I got it from, I can look it up for you and let you know. So it just peels off nicely. And there's your stamped and coloured image. So I can put my emboss machine away now. Okay, so let's come back in with this. That's my scrap, we don't need that. Here's my sample card. Just making sure everything's in view. You're still using your washi tape. Washi tape works, but I've had trouble with washi tape sometimes because it has torn my cardstock. So that's why I'm a little bit reluctant to use it. Okay, so now we've got, can you see those beautiful hearts that have been cut out? And with the other ovals, you can, you know, cut another oval shape out in the middle and all of that. But I didn't want to do that today, so I'm just going with the hearts the way we've got them. And I've got my little fern, this little leaf stamp from this stamp set. And put that over there. Put that over there. And I was a bit cross with this one. I should have got it further up. So now I can redeem myself and put it further up around the corner. That's better. Like that much better. And this one can come down here. Now before I do anything else, I will grab my blender pen again and my scrap cardstock just in case I want to. And without inking up anything, I'm just going to drag the ink, the evening evergreen ink on the leaves, just to colour the leaves in like a muted colour. So you can do that with your blender pen. And as I said before, just don't go over and over and over on the basic white cardstock, because then you will have an issue. It'll get all scuffed up and will start balling up. But if you do it gently, it's okay. You don't have that issue with the shimmery white. Well, I haven't had that issue. So because they demonstrated with the watercolour pencils at On Stage last week, or was it last week? I can't remember. The weeks are going by too quickly. My daughter messaged me today and said 4 months to her wedding, and I thought, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to get those wedding invitations really underway. Had a few other things going on that have distracted me. So 4 months today, and she'll be a Mrs. Gracious, my baby. Okay, so that's that one. Now, I stamped these two leaves before I stamped my sentiment. I'm going to stamp my sentiment first this time round. I'm going to be clever. And I'm going to use the Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, because I really like that. I thought my radio was still on, but it's not. Okay. So I will put it down towards the bottom. No, this isn't Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. What is it? This is May this season be filled with peace and joy. I like that one. That'll do. It's already on and inked. And it's crooked. Can you believe that? Honestly, Denise, how did you stuff that up? I'm just wondering, can I put... I'm going to do a fix here because that's a disaster. I'm going to do a fix. Okay, so I have a bag of stuff. Do you think I can find the bag? A bag of, it's already cut out with ovals and everything. And I can't find it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see what we can fix. Denise, you're a bag. Okay, let's see what we've got in here. Probably nothing that's going to help me in this disaster of a situation. Nothing. I've got a gold one. Ooh, that would be nice. Okay, so that tells me... What does it tell me? It tells me that the gold, the size in the center of that one will cover up my blunder. And that's probably a good thing, because the smaller one's not going to. So let's cut out a white one, I think. I'm thinking out loud. Okay, so yeah, I'll cut out, or will I cut out a white one, green one, and then a white one of those? That might be good. Okay, let's change this card up. Or will I just use that and cut a white one of these? Yes, let's go with that. This is what happens when you stamp crooked. You have to come up with a fix. So I don't need that one. I do need this one. We'll close the ink pad. Gold. Gold, yes, I think gold too. Or do you think it's gold that I've stuffed up completely? Honestly. But that's what makes it real, isn't it? I shall just bring my cut emboss machine back in. And I better not stamp the next one crooked, better I? That would be just a real mess up. Okay. Let's wind this through. I think this is going to make the card look even nicer. And you know what? I did it on purpose. I so did it on purpose. so did it on purpose. Okay, let's get back and see if we can redeem ourselves. So far, it's not looking good. Ah, dear. Well, we're going to do a little slightly different card tonight because Denise is an idiot. Okay, we're not gonna do these hanging down plants. We're not gonna do those now. So let's just see if Denise can stamp it straight this time. I'm not sure if I'm even game. You know what? I think I'm gonna try change it to the other stamp that I thought I was using anyway. I'm gonna change it to this one, which is probably a better idea because it's a smaller. Yeah, that's right. Here we go. Creative license, Lynn. Oh, honestly, I'm gonna get what a mess up. But I mean, that's what happens, isn't it? We either mount the stamps crooked or we stamp them crooked. I do both because I'm just special. Okay, that one looks like, if I stamp it straight, it looks like it'll work. So let's try that. Okay, so, oh, that didn't go down very well. Oh, good. Did you see my wobble when I did that? I thought so bad. That was going to be so bad, but no. Thank goodness me. Gracious. Okay, so now what we do is we cover up our mistake like so. We get the glue. Oh my goodness. So Mark will ask me after this, so did you do the card I told you to? And I'll go, yeah, sure. We just changed it a fraction because Denise stuffed up. Let me get my tissue. Creative license. I like that, Lynn. Oh, dearie me. Okay. I like the gold too, Anita. Emboss on the gold. Oh, that's getting a bit scary. I'm not going to try that on a video, on a live. I'm not going to try that one. We'll just go like, well, we'll just go like this. Maybe Wednesday nights are not a good time to do Facebook Lives. Denise is not coping very well. Okay. And we shall put this onto our matting piece, if Denise can get it straight, on the sleeve. So I walked up the road today and put my new passport application in. So that was really good. And then when I got home, the postman had been and he tucked a little thing into my into my screen door. So later this afternoon, Rosie and I walked back up the road and yeah, picked up the registered mail that we had to pick up. So how about that? Now I'm wondering if we should do another flower down the bottom. Do you think that would look nice? I think it might. So let's get a scrap paper again. And so we don't need those because we're changing this around. Yeah, you can always watch me because I make mistakes all the time. All the time. But they're just creative moments, really, so that you can fix them. And gives you ways of fixing them. Okay, get rid of that. And we'll go back to our flower. And stand back down here. So I think a flower top and bottom might be nice. I think. Okay, we don't need that open. Let's close that. Okay, so back to our blending brush. No, pen, blender pen. We're just going to drag some of that Evening Evergreen ink up onto the leaves. I think the other end is better. And just for that muted colour. So it's very subtle. And that's what the blender pens are great for. Just a nice subtle look. Okay. Now let me grab my watercolour pencils again. Where did I put them? Here we go. So once again, I'm going to do kindergarten colouring with my real red pencil. You don't have to be spot on accurate with this because your blender pen will do the finishing touches. So they demonstrated with the pencils at On Stage, as I said before. And I thought, I haven't used my watercolour pencils forever. So you just drag the colour around a bit. And because I've given the Evening Evergreen ink time to dry, that's not sort of being dragged with it. So that's that. We've got a frog outside in our courtyard. I don't know if you can hear it. It's starting to do its nightly croak. You get all sorts of things with my videos, my lives. Rosie, my puppy dog's downstairs with my hubby, so she probably won't disturb us. There we go. There we go. So it's just another colouring tool. And you either like it or you don't. But it has its use. And I'll get my Daffodil Delight. My little Daffodil Delight. I wish I could buy these individually. Maybe that's something I could suggest. And I'll just twiddle that. Now I am going to have to get my cut emboss machine back in. because we had a complete change of plan. With what card we were making. So now let me just make sure. I never get into this much of a mess, but there you have it. Okay, so let's put this one back in here and just line it up. This die also lines up with flowers in the paper, the designer series paper. And I love it when the dies do that. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. I was going to say, where did I put it? Okay, so I might put that flat on the card front. And I've got one. I could dimensional these. That's what we'll do. Now, I'm going to use seal to put this onto the foil, because the glue can slide around a bit, and I don't want that happening. So there we go. I think that's pretty good. I will put it with glue onto my card base. There we go. Oh, what was the tip I gave you for the blender pen, Lynn? I'm glad I'm giving you tips. I don't know what it was. Okay, so now we've got these two little treasures. Actually, I like it better. I did that mistake absolutely on purpose so I could show you that this was better. Okay, there we go. We'll get rid of those. Here's another tip. If you had struggled to get the dimensional backs off, just press your fingernail into the center, and it brings the dimensional backing up. It brings it up to, and you can get your finger underneath it to peel it off. There you go. That's another little tip. These are tips that I don't even know that are tips. The gold, it does make the sentiment stand out. You're right, Anita. You're quite right. It looks so much better. I did it on purpose. Okay. So where's... And because now, these little swirly things, what are they called? Gold adhesive back swirls will look so much better because there's a splash of gold on there. Now I've just got to work out where to put them. Colouring the leaves. Yeah, no, that's really good thing about the blender pens. If you're using the classic ink pads, you can spread a little bit of colour with them, but as I said, with the basic white paper cardstock, if you go over and over and over and over it, the cardstock does scuff up and ball up. The shimmery white doesn't, but the basic white I have found does. Tell me how I know? I made a mistake. Now let's think. It's got a little fluff on it. I'll have to get to that. I might put this one. I tell you what, the placing of the gems are the hardest things, I reckon. It's just got a little fluff underneath it. Or is there a bit of ink? Oh, for goodness sakes, I am not having a good night. Okay, let's just see what that is all about. Okay, so the adhesive has come off the back of the back of the swirl. This is a shocker, and I'm just going to try and put it back on. And now I'm going to try and cover up that splodge, which I've nearly done. There you go. Now you can get your Wink of Stella pen if you want to give some shimmer and shine to your flowers. There we go. Don't ever squeeze your Wink of Stella pen over your project. Ask me how I know. Because I just do know. Because sometimes it can blob straight on top of where you're wanting to shimmer. And that's not what you want. There we go. So you pick up some of the colour when you're using your Wink of Stella. Now let's see. Okay. How's that for not even a close replica of the card? I can't laugh about it. I have to laugh. I think this one's nicer. So I'm really glad I made that mistake. I think this one's a much nicer card. Yeah, and it's just very subtle colours. That was using the blender pen with the ink pad, like from the ink that was stamped down, and these were the watercolour pencils just spread with the blender pen. I won't put the bow on it. I think we've got enough happening. I will put an insert inside, and I'll stamp that when I put the insert in, but I'm not going to do that live. So that's our card for tonight. So if you'd like to order with me during the month of November, this is my hostess code or host code. Go to my blog, and over on the right hand side there's a photo with jacaranda trees, and that's my frog. And click on the photo and it takes you to my online store, and it automatically attaches that code. They're both nice. Thanks, Lorraine. You're so generous and kind, you girls. It is a stepped up version, isn't it? I agree. Now, I just wanted to let you know that I have one place left for my last class in the year. We're doing a one sheet wonder. So I'm providing all the supplies. I have one place left. So this is one sheet of designer series paper out of the bowels of Holly. Thanks, Anita. Hope you come back and watch again. So yeah, it's one sheet of designer series paper from the Bowels of Holly stamp set. Thanks, girls. You're so kind. I can't get these other two into the screenshot. So we're making 11 cards, or 12 if you want to put one of these on two different cards. I like them on the one card. So I've done 11. All materials are supplied. I've got one place left for my class on Saturday the 3rd of December. Yes. And the class is $40 because I'm supplying everything. I'm cutting everything up. You're going to cut your designer series paper up because I've got a template for you to follow. So if you'd like to jump onto that last class for the year, just let me know and I will prepare your kit for you. And thank you so much for watching me and watching all my boo-boos. I'll go live next on Facebook on Friday. Now, normally I go live at 2 o'clock, but I am actually going to have to do it a little bit later on Friday. I'll have to go live about 4 because I've managed to get an appointment with my solicitor to try and sort some of Mum's things out. So that's at 2 o'clock. So I grabbed that so I didn't have to wait another couple of weeks. So thanks for watching, ladies. I hope you enjoyed it and enjoyed watching me muff up. I appreciate you watching, and I do not know why my phone's doing that. But anyway, I'll say bye for now before it blacks out completely. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.